Warning, this video has nothing to do with pipes or pipe smoking. You've been warned. So, as the title has indicated, Donald Trump killed Herman Cain because he held a rally. I'm going to show you the hypocrisy here. First, if you are enjoying this channel, hit the like button. If you'd like to subscribe, right about here, if I'm correct, is a subscribe button. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you're enjoying the content. Sometimes I talk about pipes, sometimes I talk about life, sometimes I talk about issues of today. If you like it, please subscribe, much appreciated. Now let's get into it. The title, Donald Trump killed Herman Cain. This is something somebody said to me today, and that bothers me. And I went to the Herman Cain website, hermancain.com. This is what they released. You can check it out for yourself. Let me deal with some of the particulars of the last few weeks. We knew when he was first hospitalized, now I'm coming in halfway through this, COVID-19, that this was going to be a rough fight. He had trouble breathing and was taken to the hospital by ambulance. We all prayed that the initial meds they gave him would get his breathing back to normal, but it became clear pretty quickly that he was in for a battle. We didn't release detailed updates on his condition to the public or to the media because neither his family nor we thought there was any reason for that, and we respect that. And my condolences to the family of Herman Cain and the friends and the workers and all those that loved him, were close to him and knew him. He was a good man. He was a presidential candidate one time. He was a successful businessman, African-American businessman at that, and he ran on the Republican platform. He was a minister to the church. So let's continue on. There were hopeful indicators, including a mere 5 days ago, when doctors told us they thought he would eventually recover, although it wouldn't be quick. We were relieved to be told that and passed on the news via Herman's social media, yet also felt concerned about the fact that he never quite seemed to get to the point where doctors could advance him to the recovery phase. Herman was 74, although he was basically pretty healthy in recent years. He was still in a high-risk, listen to me, I'm going to read it again. He was still in a high-risk group because of his history with cancer. We all prayed so hard every day. We knew the time would come when the Lord would call him home, but we really liked having him here with us. And we held out hope he'd have a full recovery. And then it goes on to talk about how he just started hosting a TV show on Newsmax and was excited about it, pumped up about it. So here's what makes me mad. When people go around saying that Donald Trump killed Herman Cain, everything is Donald Trump's fault. Everything. Disclaimer. Not a fan of Donald Trump. Wasn't a fan of Donald Trump. Didn't want him on the Republican side of the candidate. But he won fair and square. And he's a lot better than what we could have had. That's all I can say. The man has been doing a good job. And I'm proud of the president. Other than that, I think he needs to filter himself. No man is perfect. Or woman. Some think they are. So he was a high risk. Herman Cain was a high risk. He knew that. He knew that when he went to the rally. He took responsibility for that. The hypocrisy is this. Donald Trump holds a rally. Some people wear masks, some people don't wear masks. And the media and the left, the liberals, are all over it. But a protest, which is really a riot, and there's a difference between the two. Protesters, oh, not a problem. Do you see the hypocrisy? Do you see the hypocrisy here? Do you see what's wrong? Now this post may get taken down, it may not get taken down. I don't know. See, there's more to the bearded Welshman than just pipe smoking. I'm a musician. I love to take old wood furniture and upcycle it or repurpose it. I enjoy fishing. Most of you know, I'm a God-fearing man. I believe in freedom and liberties that we are afforded via the U.S. Constitution. I believe you have a right to have your voice be heard just as much as I have a right of my voice to be heard. The warning was put up before this. You were warned this is not about a pipe. This is not about pipe smoking. It's just a conversation that I'm having. The hypocrisy that's there. So, Herman Cain was a good man. Trying to find this other article. There's been this, a lot of disagreements back and forth in the science world amongst doctors. There's hundreds of doctors that are on one side and hundreds of doctors, or we should say thousands on each side, that disagree about the treatment of COVID-19, what's really going on behind COVID-19. Personally, done the research, data doesn't match up. Recovery rate is higher than the death rate, right? Herman Cain was at high risk. He knew that. But he chose to live life. He chose to be at the rally. Donald Trump didn't kill him. Tired of people blaming stupid stuff. So, there was this group of doctors out, and I can't think of what the name of the group is. It escapes my mind. Let's see if I can find it here. That are talking about COVID-19. And the treatment, hydroxychloroquine, zinc, and Z-Pak. Now there's factors. I'm not a doctor, okay? But what I have researched and what I have found, there's certain things. So we'll talk to you about a couple of things. There was a young lady in her teens. Move this down, my beard seems to be hitting. Wearing a face mask nearly all day almost killed this girl. Or excuse me, 26 years old. When she was a shift lead for a pharmacy store, said she didn't feel well. Was having trouble breathing. She went to her doctor and was shocked to find out she had a collapsed right lung. And it goes on to talk about how her wearing the mask all day caused pleurisy, which in turn caused a collapsed lung. It almost killed her. Almost killed her. Because we breathe in oxygen and we breathe out carbon dioxide. She was breathing in oxygen and carbon dioxide. That barrier was stopping her from expelling all of the carbon dioxide, not to mention the bacteria that we breathe out, and she was bringing it right back into her lungs. Almost died, okay? The CDC came out with a thing on hydroxychloroquine and how it's treatable for a lot of things. This drug is used for a lot of things. And now, attachment unavailable. I had COVID-19. Now it's 51. I'm in good shape. It took me a full month to fully recover, a little over a month. But I did everything I needed to do. Took the Z-Pack, the zinc. Wasn't given hydroxychloroquine. Just can't say it. That worked. So we've got the pandemic of the COVID-19 virus going on. It's real. Folks, it's happening. Unfortunately, people are dying. Okay? It happens. As with any virus, there are going to be people that die. Check this out. The CDC director today, Robert Redfield, said in a Buck Institute webinar, this is from townhall.com, that suicides and drug overdoses have surpassed the death rate for COVID-19 among high school students. Redfield argued that lockdowns and a lack of public schooling constituted a disproportionately negative impact on young people's mental health. But there has been another cost that we've seen, particularly in high schools. Listen, our kids live in fear. Can you imagine what a little kid's thinking? Redfield said, quote, "We're seeing, sadly, far greater suicides now than we are deaths from COVID. We're seeing far greater deaths from drug overdose that are above excess that we had as background than we are seeing the deaths from COVID." That's a pandemic, folks. That's a pandemic. So this is why I kept coming back to this overall social being of individuals is let's all work together and find out how we can find common ground to get these schools open in a way that people are comfortable and they're safe, end quote. Roughly 146,000 people have died from COVID or COVID-related causes in the U.S., according to the CDC data. The most recent publicized federal data records 48,000 deaths from suicide and at least 1.4 million attempts in 2018. In 2019, almost 71,000 people died from drug overdoses. Where Redfield obtained his data is unknown, although a doctor at John Muir Medical Center in Walnut Creek, California, claimed the facility has seen a year's worth of suicide attempts in the last 4 weeks. He did not say how many deaths occurred or whether the statement was exaggerated for emphasis. Quoting him, "What I have seen recently I have never seen before," Hansen said. "I have never seen so much intentional injury," said a nurse from the same hospital. According to the American Medical Association, more than 35 states have reported increases in opioid-related mortality as well as ongoing concerns for those with mental illness or substance use disorder in counties and other areas within the state. And it goes on and on and on and on and on. Fear is a powerful thing. Especially with the young people, especially with children. And we've got scientists fighting one another. We've got Fauci saying you don't need to wear a mask, and the Surgeon General, you don't need to wear a mask, and telling you need to wear a mask. We have Fauci out on the pitcher's mound for a baseball game, 60 feet from the first closest person to him, throwing a baseball, and then sitting in the stands with 2 other people with his mask off. Where's the hypocrisy? Where does it end, folks? It's Trump's fault. It's all Donald Trump's fault. This is the way we look at it. I am sick and tired of hearing people blame others. Your body, you choose, you make the choice. You own the responsibility to take care of yourself. I don't want the state telling me how to make choices for myself. I am responsible. I'm a God-fearing man. The Bible talks about the same thing. We are responsible for our own actions. No one causes me to get angry unless I want to get angry. No one causes me to sin. I sin because I choose to sin. Just tired of seeing all the fear-mongering out there. I'm tired of seeing all the hypocrisy on the television out there. I'm sick and tired of it. It's got to stop. And it's on both sides. Don't think I'm a Trump lover. But here's what I cannot stand the most. The man is doing a good job, whether you like it or not. And some won't believe it because they're blinded by their hatred for the man. Because he doesn't conform, he goes against the grain. He's a maverick, a true maverick. I respect the fact that he stands on his principles and his values. I don't agree with him on a number of things. I respect the man for standing up for his principles and values. He doesn't cave to pressure. Pressure doesn't bother him. He thrives on it. Donald Trump did not kill Herman Cain. God called Herman Cain home. Herman Cain had comorbidity factors. He was already immunosuppressed from cancer. Not saying he was foolish for going to the rally. Herman Cain was not a foolish man. As a matter of fact, he was a very wise man, very intelligent man. He understood. He knew the risk. But he went to support the president because he believed in the cause of what the president was speaking about. He was willing to risk his life. More than I can say for the cowards that sit behind the keyboards and type out Monday morning quarterback comments and critique. See, I always thought if you don't like something, always something's going to get up and make a change. And let me tell you something, I'm not just spewing out words on a video. I am out in the community. I am doing something physically about what I don't like, what I'm seeing. I'm getting involved in the community. I'm contacting my congressmen, my senators, state and federal, daily, sending them emails. Weekly. One of them daily. Weekly for most of them. But I go on living. I choose to live. I'm not sick. I shouldn't be made to stay home. But I stay home because I choose to stay home. Because I refuse to wear a mask. And where I live, I can go to places and not wear a mask and nobody says a word. See, I'm just a person that just doesn't like to go out and about and just go out and about. I like to go fishing. I like to go hunting. I like to go see family. I like to go see my friends. I like to go to church. I like to spend time with families from church. Other than that, I really don't like to leave my home. But I am walking the talk. You're going to call that arrogance. You're going to call it stupidity. I'm doing something about it. What are you doing? That's all I have to say about that tonight. So, God bless you all. Have a wonderful evening. I love each and every one of you. I know you're going to comment. I know there's going to be people comment to disagree. And listen, I love you and I respect your comments. I do. Because everybody has the right to be heard. I get it. I'm going to catch a lot of flack. I get it. I know what I'm doing. This isn't a YTPC video. This is just a video. I get it. I understand. As I said in the beginning, warning, this is not about pipes and tobaccos. This is just a video. One of many to come. And sometimes I'll have a pipe in my mouth, and sometimes I won't. But it's my channel. It's what I choose. It's how I choose to make my voice be heard. So, love you all, respect you all, and I do. The Bible says to love your enemies. Bless those who curse you, persecute those, or pray for those who persecute you. That's what I'll do. For the sake of the cross. See, I have a hope. That's why I don't fear COVID-19. I'm not going to be foolish about it. I do take the precautions. I do wash my hands. I do take precautions when I need to. I will wear a mask when I feel I need to because there's someone around me that has comorbidity factors. Out of respect and love for them, I will wear a mask. That's where I stand. It's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Some don't agree, and that's okay. I hope you don't unsubscribe, because I have, other pipes and tobaccos I would love to talk about and share with you about. We all have a hobby that we love. I'm just sharing a video. Something that's on my heart. Have a good night, y'all. God bless.